Good morning, I'm Ferdi Salvador and welcome to Industry Beacon, where we shine a light on the trailblazers, the disruptors, the titans of industry shaping our future. We're not just talking about success stories, we're diving deep into their hearts and minds to see what drives them. What started out as a passion project has become a favorite brand for health buffs out there. For about a decade now, Real Food has become a source for nearly everything healthy, from vegan to gluten-free, and it only gets better as the brand champions Filipino farmers, sourcing fresh produce from them. With us today is one of the founders of Real Food, Katrina Sandejas-Mañosa. Good morning, Katrina.
Good morning, Ferdi.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, and of course, you know, we want to know everything that's got to do with health and the like. So, but before that, take us through your journey. How did you start Real Food?
Real Food started around, well, we first opened our store 2016 in Molito, Alabang, but it really started, I'd say, around 2 years prior to that with Nicole Fandino, one of my partners. So this is really her baby. Like, she started out, so at that time, she would have to look for organic eggs, organic chicken, vegetables, fruits, and things like that from all different sources. So she'd have to go to one place and another place, and it gets tiring, right?
Definitely.
So she was like, I want to be able to find all these things in one store.
Yeah.
So she said, why don't I put one together? So she had to look for partners. So she looked for partners and eventually found the three of us, Honey Hagedorn Almendral, Bea Lulier, myself, and Nicole. So the four of us got together and we pretty much brainstormed on what we needed to do or what items we wanted to find in Real Food. And at the end of the day, our objective was we wanted a store that we could bring our kids to and they could run in and buy anything and everything they wanted to their heart's content. We wouldn't have to stop them because that's too much sugar or that is so much MSG or that's just not good for you.
Yes.
Anything in the store, they can have.
Yes, actually, the first time I got into some of your products was through Bea Lulier.
Yes.
She sent me chips and I got obsessed. I was like, where did this come from and what's it all about?
So addicting.
Quite.
Yes.
And that's what got me interested. That's why we invited you, aside from, of course, you're a healthy living practitioner.
Thank you.
You're a yogi, is that correct?
Yes, I'm a yoga teacher and practitioner.
Yeah, so that's important. And not only that, I know you're mompreneurs, you know, the four of you are mompreneurs.
Yes.
And what's more important is obviously the health of your family, right? And
yes, absolutely.
And this is, I think, if you can correct me if I'm wrong, this is one of the pinnacles of the pillars of your business.
Absolutely.
Right. But of course, from being able to purchase everything in one spot, this business, aside from being a passion business, has become a network.
Yes, yeah.
So you've opened a couple of stores in the metropolis, and I hope you also bring that to the other provinces in the Philippines.
Ideally, yes. So first, Molito, Alabang was our first branch in 2016.
Yes.
Then we opened in BGC 2019, and then in Rockwell 2021. But of course, the further away from, we all live in Alabang, so the further away from Alabang the stores get, the harder it is, because especially my two partners, Honey and Nicole, they're really hands-on. So the further away it is from our place of residence, the harder it is to manage.
Interesting, and very interesting topic. Of course, you know, logistics and geography plays a very important role in any business.
Yes.
So does that hamper your development or your growth with putting up more outlets?
I'd say it makes us think twice because we don't want to do anything half-hearted.
Yes.
If we put up a store, say, towards the north, which I think would be the most strategic and logical next branch, we would want to do it 100%.
Yes, because there's a lot of Filipinos out there looking not only organic but healthy stuff that they can put in their system because you know everybody's into health. Please forgive the cliche, but health is wealth. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's very important. You know, the healthier you are, the less you spend on medical expenses.
Yeah, that's our whole philosophy.
Oh, tell me about that.
That's how food is your medicine.
Yes.
So put in clean food into your body, less sickness for you, for your family. less medicines, less hospitalization. So you actually end up saving. Yes, at the onset, buying organic vegetables, organic chicken, grass-fed beef, and all that kind of food, it does cost more than your regular kind of food. But
what percentage is the difference between regular food that's non-organic?
I'd say sometimes, maybe like for instance chicken, it might be double.
Okay.
The price of a regular chicken.
And that doesn't prevent your other customers from purchasing?
No, because the people who buy in our store are people who they've already bought into the whole idea of eating healthy.
Right.
So they've already been convinced that it's worth it.
It's become a niche market because
Yes.
obviously not everyone can afford
correct.
this kind of these
Living.
price points,
Yes,
right?
correct.
But then, talking about that,
Yeah.
actually, Filipinos being resilient, and a lot of our countrymen in the provinces, or they actually grow backyard.
Yes, yeah.
Of course, livestock and even vegetables.
Yeah.
The bahay kubo.
Yes, the bahay kubo concept. Yeah.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
they're actually organic. They just don't realize it.
Yes, correct,
right?
correct.
So are you actively educating these people, or the people that you get in contact with regard to that kind of concept?
I think it always starts at home, and home not just meaning our home, but even with our staff. So every time we bring on new staff, it's a whole educational process. We help them understand what it is real food is all about, what we are selling, so that when they're dealing with customers, they too know how to communicate the same philosophy with the customers.
Right. I know it's worth it to purchase the best ingredients
Yes.
for yourself and your family.
Yes.
However, what is the difference between free range, organic, and there's a lot
There's so many.
Yeah.
So, well, definitely no hormones. No hormones that make the chicken grow much bigger at a quicker pace or quicker amount of time. The free range, they're allowed to, they're not put in cages, so they're allowed to roam freely. Like if you've seen the videos, I won't name brands, especially abroad, there are videos that I've seen, and they don't even have space to move.
Right.
And they're just slaughtered all together, and it's kind of gruesome to watch. So these free-range chickens are allowed to roam freely. They have space to breathe, space to live, and so it translates to the eggs. So if you're not giving them antibiotics, you're not giving them hormones, it'll translate to the eggs as well.
Of course.
And you will see it in the yolk.
Yes.
The quality of the
really?
yolks. Yes, you will see
there's a difference in color.
There's a difference. It's bright yellow, and it's nice and creamy compared to the pale yellow from the regular chicken.
I will watch
regular
out for
eggs.
that.
You watch out for it. It's very different.
Yes.
I'll send you eggs, and you'll taste the difference. You'll see the difference.
I'm sure to post it, guys. This is what Katrina Sandejas-Mañosa just said to me. However, most of your products, or what's the percentage
I'd say
of your local?
80% of our products are sourced locally.
Yes.
From day one, we really wanted to help promote local.
Oh, let's go talk about that. That's
Okay.
very important for me.
Yeah.
How do you go get your sources locally?
We really went to local markets like the Salcedo markets, the Legazpi markets, and then you go now Instagram. You'll find so many different kinds, so many different suppliers for different healthy products. And sometimes because they're so small, they're such small businesses, they have a hard time supplying us because they don't have enough.
Okay,
Yeah.
which is a good
Which is a
problem.
good thing. Which is a good thing, I guess for them, but for us, we run out.
Yes.
Yeah.
So have you sourced direct to farmers now?
We go direct to farmers.
Okay.
We go direct to farmers. We go direct to the manufacturers of, say, the chips or the frozen. We have a lot of vegan frozen products. We go direct to them.
So in that process, you actually remove the middle person,
Yes,
right?
yeah.
So would you say it's close to fair trade?
I think so. Because for us, at the end of the day, we want everybody happy. We want the suppliers to be happy. Of course, we want to be happy with the prices we're getting. And we also want our customers to be happy. We do not want to have to sell products that are like too expensive.
Right.
We don't want to outprice our goods.
Yeah, because we're an agriculture-based country,
Yeah.
and without happy farmers,
Yes.
we'll go hungry.
Yes.
We're going to be starving,
Yes,
right? So
correct.
your farmers, obviously, now that they're talking to a source like you or an outlet like you, are they producing less or more of their products because it's already direct?
I know they strive to produce more.
Okay.
And many times we're also in communicate, since we're dealing directly with them, they ask us what we are looking for, or we tell them directly, like, we need more of this, we need more of that. And it's a close relationship.
So with the products that's going through your system, do you know every single manufacturer? Do you know every single person that produces it or cooks it and stuff like that?
Yes.
Tell us about that.
So my partner Nicole, she's the one who deals with the suppliers, and when sometimes it either happens they come to us with a product or products, or we go to them, and when that happens or after that happens, the relationship gets built. Like, we have to know what it is you're making, how you make it, where you make it, and from there the relationship grows.
How do you ensure freshness and obviously food safety?
Well, one is through how it's delivered to us.
Okay.
So it's all in the, of course, it's in the, how do you say? It's in the farmer's best interest to send it to us as fresh and beautiful as possible.
Right.
Like, say, especially the leafy vegetables.
Right.
Same with suppliers for like yogurt, probiotic drinks, frozen products. They have to deliver it. It's in their best interest to send it to us as fresh as possible.
Okay. Hang on, Katrina. We're going to take a quick break. In just a beacon, we'll be right back. Stay with us. Welcome back. You're still watching Industry Beacon here on BNC. Let's continue our conversation with Katrina Sandejas-Mañosa. So, competition.
Yes.
It is a business.
It's a reality, yes.
Yes. Yeah. And what makes you different from your competitors?
I think for me, what makes us different is we're mostly local. We really focus on sourcing as local as possible. That's one thing. The other thing is our staff. We really we make it a point that they know what they're selling. So our suppliers send in their own team to train our staff, educate them. And it's a constant educational process.
Right.
After, like, it happens regularly.
Do you do product development with your team?
Not with our team, with our partners.
Okay.
Yeah, so sometimes...
Anything you can share with us that's coming up, and so that, we can get a teaser?
I don't know.
Right. So, but anyway, I'm sure that's a trade secret. You look uncomfortable by that. But okay, give me your top 3 healthy ingredients that every household should have.
That's tough.
Think about that.
Okay.
But while you're thinking
because the whole store is so... It's everything in the store.
It's like buying jewelry. You want everything.
You want everything.
Yeah.
No, really. Like, when you posed that question, I was thinking, what do we buy from my family?
Yes.
Chickens. We buy chickens and eggs. So much.
Organic chicken.
Organic chickens, organic eggs.
What more?
The powders. Like the
seasonings?
chlorella powder. No, chlorella powders, spirulina powders.
Is that for
protein
shakes?
powders? Yes, for shakes. Because my kids also are into healthy living as well. So my daughter likes to work out. So she buys protein powders and she mixes it into her frozen berries. She puts in spirulina powder just to boost her immune system. So those are, but again, it's a different mindset. But those are really healthy products that are
but
so
I'm sure
good for
to put
you.
that on my list. Because I do need to get healthier.
The chips for me, Pinoys love to snack.
Yeah, we're a snacking country.
When you're in our store, there's a whole shelf dedicated to snacks. But these snacks don't have MSG. So they're still, I wouldn't say like they're fat-free. I mean, they still have calories. Some of them may still be fried.
Good fat.
But they're fried in coconut oil, so they're still good for you, or better for you than the regular chips.
Right.
But there's the MSG factor. There's no
That's
MSG.
a key word, better for you, because a lot of people misread labels.
Yes.
So I guess there's education that needs to be done with it in terms of reading their labels and understanding what ingredients are beneficial for you,
Yes.
and those that are not beneficial for you.
Yes.
But maybe your store people can help customers
Yes,
do that. Okay.
the staff are trained for that.
Right. What about development plans for your business? What are we looking into?
Well, hopefully we open another branch, yeah, and then continuous R&D for new products with our partners, with our suppliers.
Right.
Because definitely, when the shelf starts looking old, the customers might get bored coming into the store. So always a constant lookout for new products.
Tell our viewers, how do you dispel that eating organic is more expensive than buying regular stuff? I'm going to say this again because earlier we did discuss it,
Yes.
but I want to dispel that. What would you tell your customers?
I would say it may cost a little bit more than eating regular food in the
Non-organic,
beginning.
you mean?
Non-organic food, food that have hormones and food that have antibiotics
Right.
at the onset. But in the long run, you save yourself medicine bills, hospitalization bills, doctor's bills, because you're a healthier, stronger person.
Talking about doctors,
Yes.
do they go to you or?
Actually, yes, we've had many cases where we've had doctors come in with their patients, many times cancer patients, and the doctors are showing them what products they should be eating. Because even though we do have healthy stuff, maybe not everything would be good for a specific patient. So the doctor's there to help guide them.
Food is medicine.
Food is your medicine.
That's interesting.
Yes.
And you are able to help out these medical practitioners and their patients with ingredients.
I'd like to think so, yeah.
Wow. Are you vegan, pescatarian, or?
I'm pescatarian.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So any fish that's in the regular market that you will not touch?
That I will not touch.
Yeah.
Well, I like, because in our store, our seafood is wild caught. So if you're not familiar, wild caught means they're not farmed.
Yeah.
They're not given they're not given antibiotics, they're not given these vitamins that are supposed to help them grow bigger, faster. They're just caught in the wild. So they eat what's natural for them to eat. So they're healthier for you as well. What I would not touch are the ones that are farmed.
Why specifically?
Because you don't know what they're feeding them. And then whatever you feed them goes into you directly.
Right.
So what they're eating, I end up eating. I don't, yeah.
That's true, because a lot, it's wonderful perhaps to be able to do this kind of business in a bigger scale, so that our countrymen can actually afford to be able to do this,
Yeah.
because more people that buy, perhaps the prices, can balance off.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Are there any plans for you to do a caravan or talking to different LGUs to educate them?
That would be something that we could look into. We haven't really talked about that yet.
Because we had a guest here. Her name is Juana Manahan.
Okay.
And she's championing this. So
Yes.
perhaps you guys can
We
talk.
work with her, actually.
Okay,
we work
fantastic.
with her. She's done cooking demos for us.
Yes.
And all about vegan and eating clean as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, then we sell her cookbook in our store.
Yeah, that's why I can ask you questions, because I remember our conversation, right?
Yes,
It's
yeah,
important
yeah.
to get informed, because
Yeah.
if you don't know what you're buying, you know what I mean, you don't know what to watch out for in
Correct.
the long run.
Correct.
Right?
I'd say, like, for example, I love salmon.
Yes.
But you have to know where you're getting your salmon from, because many times they inject it with that orange coloring just so it looks more alive. Yes, it's scary.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so you have to know where your food is coming from. And for us, we know our suppliers. We know where their products are coming from.
I guess this is a global practice.
Yes, it is. It is. Yeah.
Of course, we have to research further before,
Yes.
stamping that and making a statement on
Yes,
air.
yeah. Yes, sorry.
It's important, because you have to be fair to everyone,
Correct,
because not
correct.
everybody has the same practice.
Correct,
right?
correct.
How very interesting. What about the perfect vegetable? Do you believe in that?
No, I think all vegetables are good for you. They each have their own benefits.
Right.
So for me, I love vegetables, and I don't say no to vegetables.
Right.
You'll eat one for a specific benefit. Yeah.
Biggest mistake, Katrina Sandejas-Mañosa?
Biggest mistake. For me, eating meat before.
You got it.
But that's a personal preference. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Katrina,
Thank
for
you.
being here.
Thank
And
you.
that is it for today's show. I'm Ferdi Salvador. Catch the Billionaire News channel on Free TV Channel 31 and on cable via Cignal Channel 24. Thanks for watching Billionaire News channel, always on top.